Over the years, thanks to me having an amazing group of friends that genuinely love spending time with each other, I've had the honor, privilege, and grave responsibility of hosting several parties. I've gotten to do everything from graduations to welcome backs to pool parties to Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, blackout party, St. Patrick's Day, middle of summer party, end of summer party, beginning of summer party. But never did I think that I would become responsible for an Easter party. So here's the thing. Since October, where I started baking cookies, I have now been promoted from just the bartender of the friend group, which I was amazing at, to the personal chef of the friend group. And lo and behold, the friend group decided that they want to have an Easter brunch. Not just together, here. Obviously, I've never hosted an Easter before, and I've definitely never hosted a full-on brunch before. So that led me into a tailspin where I had to do massive research as to what do people even eat at an Easter brunch? Because it's not an Easter lunch, it's not an Easter dinner, it's a magical third thing. I found these TikToks that showed great brunch recipes. Some of them were directly Easter related. And I am testing them to see if they're good enough to even serve at the actual event. Because clearly we have to taste test them first. Because if I look dumb on Easter Sunday, everyone's going to have a problem. I'm already mad that's in March. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Because I am what? An amazing friend that you should subscribe to right now. And also, as long as you're there, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Sirglenneth everywhere. Okay, now that you're done, I really don't have much more that I gotta say, so let's just jump into this. First, let's preheat our oven to 425. Then we're combining a cup and a half of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda, and a dash of salt. Whip it up, and then we're going to add a quarter of a cup of melted butter. And we'll stir this in until it becomes a nice, thick, chunky mixture. Next, we'll add in a cup of well-seasoned pork, which I already had made because I was meal prepping, and then 3/4 of a cup of mozzarella. Top it all off with a cup of milk, a touch of lemon juice, and a good helping of Italian seasoning. Once it's thoroughly mixed, set it aside, grab a square pan with edges, and line that with parchment paper. Pour the batter into the pan, making sure to scrape the edges to get as much off as possible. Take the time to spread it flatly across the pan. We want to make sure that it cooks evenly. Once it looks like this, we're ready to bring it over to the oven and put it in for 12 to 14 minutes. Once it's golden brown, it's ready to be taken out, and I'm going to let it cool for a few minutes before serving. Hello! This is the Glenn that actually cooked all of that food that you just saw. Due to unfortunate but unavoidable scheduling issues, I also get to be the one who tries the food, which means that intro Glenn slash outro Glenn, literally who is he? Like, what is he contributing to this video? Except for telling you to subscribe, click the bell, comment down below how amazing all the food is, share this video with your friends, and follow me, as Sirglenneth on Instagram and TikTok. But seeing as I just did that as well, he is literally useless. Let's start with our biscuit. Oh, that is so good. It tastes like you know you're going out and going hard tonight, so you eat a bunch of food a couple of hours beforehand just to help you be able to drink a little bit more. I'm teetering between making it for myself and use it to show off, so somewhere in between there. Let the olive oil heat up in the pan while chopping up a quarter of a cup of both freshly washed mushrooms and our onions. I tried dicing my onion with varying results. Next, we're going to add our onions and our mushrooms to our now hot oil and saute them quickly. Be sure to stir them frequently so that they don't burn. We're going to be cooking them more later. Remove from the stove and then gently add them to a small Pyrex dish. Add a nice big scoop of plain Greek yogurt, and then we're going to cover the top with pepper, salt, and Italian seasoning. Now we're going to take 2 eggs and crack them on top of our mixture, being careful not to mix or break the yolks. Grab another Pyrex dish, fill it a quarter of the way with water, and put your mixture dish inside of it. We're using this as a water bath for our eggs, so we're putting it in the oven at 400 degrees for 8 minutes. Now the fun part, trying to get our food out. Let's try these eggs. Wow, that is so much better than I expected. The Greek yogurt kind of threw me because you're supposed to use this French cream that I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing correct, so I'll just throw it up here. Um, and that the closest American equivalent was either sour cream or plain Greek yogurt. So we risked it. This tastes like bracing yourself for a busy morning. You know that there's a lot that's going to have to get done today, and it's just you against the world. But it came out really well. I probably would have added paprika or something just to truly give it like a kick. but it's great. I think it'd be a little bit weird to make this for someone else unless I'm trying to show them that I'm cultured. Like, hey, look at me, I can make authentic French cuisine. So, unless I'm trying to look smarter than I am, I'd probably just make this for myself. Grab a lightly oiled square pan and your croissant rolls. We're gonna break open the package and put half the croissants in the pan. Get in there with your fingers and make sure all the gaps are closed. In a separate bowl, we're gonna mix together one package of cream cheese, a half a cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, with as much of one egg yolk as you can get while saving the whites for later. You're gonna want to thoroughly mix this until it becomes a light, fluffy, almost gooey texture. Then we're gonna grab the pan that has the croissant dough at the bottom and add in our cream filling. Make sure to spread the filling evenly before taking the other half of the croissant dough and adding it on top. After closing the holes, we're gonna take our egg whites and lightly brush the top layer so we can add cinnamon sugar. We're gonna throw it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes or until it becomes golden brown. I serve it hot, but you could do it cold as well. The moment of truth, what everyone is waiting for. Oh, wow. It tastes like you just got home from school and you're falling in and out of sleep watching TV while waiting for dinner to be ready. If I had to improve anything on this, I would add like some green apple slicings or something just to give it a little bit of a sour taste to it as well. That would be like a full flavor palette. I'm making this to show off 100%. I'm actually going to make my roommate try it right now. Well, there we go. Let's hand over to outro, Glenn. Oh my gosh! Wow! All the recipes came out so good! Ah! That's amazing! Obviously, you already heard the review, so I'm not going to re review it here. But I would like to remind you that you can subscribe to me. Comment down below which of these would you actually use at Easter at your house, or I guess any brunch related holiday, get together, whatever. Don't forget, I'm Sirglenneth on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok for bartending, Instagram for lifestyle. All of it is fun and worth doing. I think that's all I need, guys. So let's have some fun and smile, because I might have just saved Easter. Like, yeah, Jesus did like what he had to do, but I went above and beyond, exceeded expectations, perfect performance review, and that's not even legally allowed at my company.